My name's Angelo Gingerelli. And did not expect that at all. But that creates some problems for me because my name is like super off the boat, authentic Italian. But my family is like Olive Garden Pizza Hut Italian. Like, we're not mad we're Italian, we're just not overly excited about it like some other people are. Like, the argument, I hate when people say to me, every Sunday, my mother spends all day making spaghetti sauce. I just think to myself, your mother has terrible time management skills. Like, what the hell is she doing in the kitchen all day in 2013? And the argument I hate when anything else that I get pulled into all the time because of my name is people are like, hey, the stuff you put on pasta, you call it sauce or gravy? And I'm just like, all right, man, it's 2013. These are the things you should be thinking about. Global warming, the economy. We're at war in the Middle East with no end in sight. We elected a president under the pretense of hope and change. We got neither. The complete failure of the public education system. The fact that we lost the war on drugs probably around the early 70s. Whether or not Kim and Kanye are going to show this baby. Why these young kids like Macklemore so much. Those and about 1,000 other things, and then you can worry about whether it's sauce or gravy.
Gravy!
The other part of being Italian that I don't really get is the whole idea of like family first, blood is thicker than water, you gotta lay down and die for your family. Mainly because I have cousins that I hate. Like, when I was in high school and these kids were like, hey, your cousin Tony's getting beat up in the cafeteria. I was like, good, Tony's a dick. And the thing is, I was never into it. Like, I was never a Guido. I never took steroids. I never shaved my chest. I never wore tank tops in places where it wasn't socially acceptable to wear tank tops. I never had the crazy anime Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball Z haircut. Now, looking back, I probably should have tried that when I had the chance, because clearly that ship has sailed. But I just wasn't into it. But growing up, the only subculture I ever related to in a little bit was hip-hop. And I got into hip-hop in the 90s when, as you guys probably know, rap was about things, right? Public Enemy, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, De La Soul, I'm gonna keep saying names so you guys start clapping for them. Tribe Called Quest, X-Clan, NWA. Yeah, so everyone, those rappers, they stood for something, right? Education, know your history, get better, make your situation better. Now, hip-hop's completely different. Now it's about throwing money at strippers, selling and using drugs, driving Bentleys with drop top and 20-inch rims. And if rap was about that stuff when I was growing up, I would have been about 1,000 more times into it, because that stuff is awesome. And my favorite rapper in the last couple of years is hands down Nicki Minaj. Mainly because she's made America wholeheartedly embrace a woman whose last name is Minaj. And you can hate on her all you want. You know, she dresses crazy, she's obnoxious, she makes pop records. All that's true, but she can rap her ass off. Well, not her whole ass. That's a lot of ass. But you can't say she can't rap. And when Nicki Minaj first came out a couple years ago, I wanted my wife to listen to her. She's a girl rapper, she makes cool songs, I think you'll like her. So I played her a Nicki Minaj mixtape, and she's just like, nah, I ain't feeling this. Because apparently my wife talks like Funkmaster Flex. That is not a good interpretation of my wife. It was more like, nah, I don't really like this. So then I'm like, do you hear what she's doing with all these different voices and characters in the same verse? You know how hard that is? And she's like, I think that's annoying. And I'm like, really? Because 10 years ago, Eminem did the same thing, and you loved it. So let's get this straight. When a white male does something, he's a genius. When a black female does the same thing, she's annoying. Pretty sure that makes you racist. And that didn't go over well. And looking back, it was on me, because by the time you're listening to rappers' up-and-coming mixtapes, you're probably not a racist. So about a year goes by while she's having this argument over and over again. And the more popular she got, the more heated her arguments got. And then finally, about a year or two in, my wife, being the bigger person, decides she wants to put this behind us so we don't have to get in a fight every time Super Bass comes on the radio. And she goes out and buys me a King magazine with Nicki Minaj on the cover. Now, you guys know about King magazine? Okay. King magazine is basically Blaxim. It's Maxim for black guys. So what that means is the articles are all written at a 4th grade reading comprehension level, and none of the women are facing the camera. So my wife hands me the King magazine. Let's move on past this. I'll put up with you liking Nicki Minaj for however long. So my first response is, where did you get these? Like, what good bodega sold this to you? Because I don't even go where they sell King magazine. I stay out of those neighborhoods. I went to college, so I wouldn't have to shop in stores where they sell King magazine. So she hands it to me, I'm like, do you know what this is? Take a look at it. So she starts thumbing through it and gets like the 50 best back shots of the month. And she's like, oh, this is disgusting. What are you gonna do with this? And I'm like, I guess I'm gonna put it on the bed with the rest of my King magazines.